Section 1. I never imagined my dream trip would turn into a nightmare. I had waited for this trip for nearly a decade. My children were grown, my responsibilities lighter, and my heart yearned for the places I had only seen in books and dreams. Italy's sun-drenched piazzas, the scent of espresso, ancient ruins calling to something deep inside me. At 72, this was more than a vacation. It was a declaration that life wasn't over, it was just beginning again. I remember boarding the plane with nervous excitement, clutching my passport like it was a golden ticket to my younger self. Everything was in place, or so I thought. I had my itinerary, my travel bag, my medications neatly packed. I even bought new walking shoes. But what I didn't bring was awareness of what my body was trying to tell me. On the first evening in Rome, after hours of walking, I felt more than tired. I felt hollowed out, lightheaded, unsure. Just jet lag, I told myself. I forced a smile through dinner, took some photos, laughed with fellow travelers. But that night, in the hotel room, something felt off. My pulse was quick. My head throbbed. I couldn't get warm. I didn't want to be dramatic or ruin the experience. So I didn't say anything. I brushed it off, drank some water, and convinced myself it was just the travel catching up with me. But that was the first whisper, the first sign that something wasn't quite right. If only I had listened sooner. If you've ever ignored small signs thinking it was just travel fatigue, share your experience in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if this story speaks to you. Section 2. Hidden Danger 1. Dehydration. I underestimated how quickly it happens. Rome was breathtaking, but the heat was more intense than I anticipated. I spent hours wandering cobblestone alleys, marveling at fountains, snapping photos of the Colosseum. I didn't want to slow down. I was finally here, living the dream. But in my excitement, I forgot to drink water. By late afternoon, I felt strange, lightheaded, my mouth dry like cotton, my thoughts sluggish. I sat at a cafe and ordered another espresso, thinking it would perk me up. Instead, my heart raced and I felt faint. A kind stranger offered to walk me back to my hotel. In the mirror that evening, my skin looked dull, my eyes sunken. I chalked it up to jet lag again. But by morning, a pounding headache, dry throat, and dizziness made it hard to stand. I drank some water, but it didn't seem to help quickly enough. I felt panicked. This wasn't how my trip was supposed to go. Later, I learned that nearly 35% of seniors experience dehydration while traveling, especially in warm climates or during long walks. Our bodies don't retain water as efficiently as they once did, and symptoms can escalate fast. I was fortunate mine didn't land me in the hospital, but it could have. Looking back, I wish I had carried a water bottle everywhere. Just one small habit might have changed everything. Have you ever had a travel scare like this? Drop your story below, others might learn from it. Section 3. Medication Errors. One forgotten pill turned into serious trouble. I thought I had prepared so well. My medications were carefully packed, labeled, and stored in a travel pill box. But excitement, time zone changes, and sheer fatigue messed up my rhythm. One morning, I forgot my blood pressure medication. The next day, I took it too late. By the third day, my body rebelled. I woke up in Venice feeling dizzy and weak. Climbing the stairs of my quaint hotel made my chest tighten. At breakfast, I couldn't finish my meal. My hands were trembling, and a wave of nausea swept over me. Something was wrong. I went to a nearby clinic. The doctor, kind but direct, checked my vitals. "Your blood pressure is dangerously high," she said. "Have you been taking your medication consistently?" My heart sank. I realized I'd missed more than one dose in the confusion of travel. I tried to explain, but I felt ashamed. How could I have been so careless? She reassured me I wasn't alone. Many seniors struggle to keep up with meds while traveling. Nearly 27% experienced medication-related issues abroad. That number stunned me. It wasn't just me, it was common. Still, that didn't make me feel better in the moment. I rested in my room the rest of the day, frustrated with myself. My dream vacation was becoming a list of preventable mistakes. A simple travel alarm or reminder system could have kept me on track. I vowed never to travel again without one. Have you ever forgotten an important medication while traveling? Let us know in the comments. Your story could help someone else. Section 4, Hidden Danger 3, Blood Circulation Issues. The long flight was more harmful than I expected. The flight to Italy had felt like a gateway to freedom. I watched clouds drift beneath me as I imagined the adventures waiting on the other side. I had no idea those hours in the air would quietly set me up for a medical scare. It started with a strange tightness in my calf after I arrived. I thought maybe it was from walking too much the day before. But the swelling didn't go away, in fact, it worsened. By the second day, I noticed a reddish patch, warmth, and a sharp pain when I flexed my foot. I panicked. At a small clinic in Florence, the doctor gave me a worried look after examining my leg. "You may have a blood clot," he said. "We need to treat it immediately." The words chilled me. I had heard of deep vein thrombosis, DVT, but never imagined I'd be facing it myself. He explained that sitting still for long periods, especially on flights over 6 hours, significantly increases DVT risk for older adults. Nearly 20% of seniors on long-haul flights are affected, especially those with pre-existing conditions or circulation issues. I had done nothing to prevent it, not even simple stretches. Thankfully, they treated me in time. I was lucky. But the fear lingered for the rest of my trip. I began moving more intentionally, walking in place, stretching, even pacing in my hotel room. I didn't want to risk another scare. One simple action, just standing every hour, could have saved me from this. This part of my journey taught me something valuable. Sometimes what hurts us isn't what we do, but what we don't do. Section 5, Hidden Danger 4, Food and water reactions. I thought trying everything was safe. Italy is famous for its cuisine, and I was eager to taste it all. From charming street vendors to tucked-away trattorias, I threw caution aside and embraced my adventurous palate. I had bruschetta from a sidewalk stall, gelato from a cart by the river, and sipped unfiltered local wine offered by a kind stranger. It all felt magical until it wasn't. One evening, after a seafood pasta dinner, I woke with stomach cramps so intense they bent me in half. I ran to the bathroom and spent the night curled on the cold tile floor, nauseated and feverish. I missed the next 2 full days of my trip. At a local clinic, the doctor gently explained that my body, no longer as resilient as it once was, reacted to unfamiliar bacteria in food and water. About 23% of older travelers experience gastrointestinal illness, he said. Our digestive systems change with age, we have to be more cautious. His words stayed with me. I realized I hadn't considered that my immune system, once strong, was now more vulnerable. One had taken no probiotics, no bottled water, no precautions. I just dove in. After that, I became wary. I avoided street food, asked more questions about ingredients, and stuck to bottled drinks. The joy of culinary discovery didn't disappear, it just became wiser, more thoughtful. I still savored the flavors of Italy, but this time with respect for what my body could and couldn't handle anymore. Have you ever gotten sick while traveling abroad? What do you always avoid eating now? Share your tip. Section 6, Hidden Danger 5, Lack of emergency support abroad. I was unprepared for an emergency. After days of pushing through discomfort, everything came crashing down. I woke up in my Florence hotel room soaked in sweat, heart pounding, and too dizzy to stand. For the first time on the trip, I was scared. not just uncomfortable, truly afraid. I picked up the phone to call the front desk, but couldn't remember the right words in Italian. My voice trembled. I felt completely alone. Outside the safety of my home country, even asking for help felt overwhelming. When the hotel staff finally understood, they called for medical help. The paramedics were kind, but the language barrier made explaining my symptoms difficult. I handed over a wrinkled list of my medications and medical history I'd packed just in case. Thank goodness I had it. At the hospital, I struggled to explain how long I'd been feeling unwell, which meds I'd taken, and when. I kept wishing someone from home was there to speak for me. The fear of being misunderstood made everything feel worse. Later, Dr. Langston would tell me, about 18% of seniors experience a medical emergency while traveling and aren't fully prepared to handle it. That hit me hard. I had travel insurance but didn't understand how to use it. I hadn't researched the local emergency numbers or kept digital copies of my medical info. Looking back, this was the moment that changed everything. No scenery or historic site mattered when my body cried for help and I wasn't ready. It taught me that true freedom in travel comes not from spontaneity, but from preparation. Section 7. Final reflections from Dr. Langston. Preparation is key to enjoying travel after 70. Ava's experience, while deeply personal, is not unique. As a geriatric specialist, I see it often stories of missed medications, dehydration, circulation problems, food-related illness, and panic in unfamiliar healthcare systems. These are not rare events. They are common pitfalls, especially for seniors eager to experience the world without knowing how travel impacts aging bodies. The truth is, much of what Eva went through was preventable. With the right steps, her story could have been one of pure joy. That's why I always emphasize pre-travel planning. Create medication checklists, schedule reminders, pack copies of prescriptions, keep medical summaries on hand, and learn how to use your travel insurance. Choose food wisely. Hydrate often. Stretch on long trips. These may seem like small acts, but for older adults, they are safeguards for a safe and meaningful journey. If Ava's story spoke to you, I urge you to watch He Changed One Habit at 72, Everything Changed. It's a powerful reminder of how small choices can lead to a renewed, empowered life at any age. Aging is not the end of adventure, it's the beginning of doing it wiser. With thoughtful planning and listening to your body's quiet warnings, travel can remain joyful, safe, and unforgettable even after 70. So, if this video helped you reflect or prepare, leave a comment below and tell us your travel rituals. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because this journey of wisdom, health, and joy is one we share together.